So I don't know if we got out of that game any other way but losing. But good game from our opponent here. Time's getting to be 11:47. Hopefully these games will go pretty quick. Definitely go very quick if you don't have any mana. So we're going to ship that away. Now we have all the mana. This is unfortunate, but I would like to be able to play Magic. We're going to keep that because it is a card that is not a land. We are going to play our... doesn't really matter, I don't think. We'll play the Orshov Locket here. Ooh, opponent playing Rakdos. That means our slow start is going to get punished. Okay, okay. We'll take that. Play that out. We'll go ahead and play out our Azorius Locket, and then next turn we can play our Impassioned Orator and our Hazda Officer. But then we will basically be out of cards, and our opponent has a full hand. Okay, our opponent looks to be playing a gate deck. Yes, our opponent most definitely playing a gate deck. Okay, so we are looking out for Gatebreaker Rams, Gatebreaker Sneaks, or Gateway Sneaks, I think they're called. Gateway Colossi, sure. The Gateway Angel. These are all things that are big threats from our opponent here. Twilight Panthers, we sent a lot of these guys away. We might have been better off being able to pick a couple more of those up, but we'll remember that for next time. Do I mind trading this Hazda Officer for a Twilight Panther if it opens up the board? Not particularly. I'd rather just go ahead and get this out of the way before I played some of my other threats. And now we're going to play Knight of Sorrows. So the one thing we learned, as I said before, with the gate decks is they can be kind of slow. So if we can just have the tempo, there we go. There's our opponent's Gatebreaker Ram. We're not. It's going to be a big hit for us. So do we want to go ahead and play get 6 now, or do we want to try to draw off our Locket? And I think we want to draw off our Locket. What we really need is another black source so that we can play Bedevil here. Okay, so that's unfortunate, but no attacks. We'll still be able to gain 6 next turn. No blocks. Now this is the one card that we didn't see go around at all during our draft. You know, it's a great reward for playing the gate type decks. Okay, kind of glad we drew 2 here now. So Vizkopa and the Spires. Resolute Watchdog. Okay. So now we need to play this Angel. Right? We can't. Okay. Wish we could have played Bedevil while our opponent was tapped out, but didn't work out that way. So now we need Law Mage's Binding. No blocks. Because our opponent can just sacrifice our Resolute Watchdog to save their Gatebreaker Ram. Okay. And instead we get another land, which is unfortunate. So sadly we can't block here. We have to be able to double block the Ceratok so we can get it off the board. Ugh. Opponent attacking with both, attacking with one. Can't decide. Sadly, I just don't think we can take 7 again. So if our opponent has a pump spell, oh yeah, he's got the Resolute Watchdog, so we just, like I said, I don't think we could take 7 again. Okay, Kai's Wrath. Oh, Concordia Pegasus. We'll play this out, but I think this is basically game. No attacks. So we could triple block here to get it off the board. If our opponent has a pump spell, we still just lose here. If our opponent has Secure the Critics or any other burn spell, we lose here. Oh. Not drawing any of our removal is definitely pretty painful. Windstorm Drake. Yeah, that's game. Okay, so we're going to concede this round. You guys see what I mean about hitting that wall, right? It's like, okay, so we don't need Cry of the Carnarium. I think that has been shown to be pretty bad against this deck. So what do we need? How do we win this game? Scorchmark, Footlight Fiend doesn't help us. Arrestor's Zeal. Do we take in Thought Collapse? Seems pretty bad. It's a double blue spell. Ooh, do we play Rubble Reading so we can destroy our opponent's gate? Jeez. I mean, that doesn't win us the game, right? There's no way. Prowling Caracal, just to have another creature. Or an Orzhov Locket, just to get us some draws. Or I think we want the Debtor's Transport. Just a big expensive body to trade with our opponent's tougher creatures. Play first. So we'll be able to play Orzhov Enforcer to start off with. We need some other cards to go with it. If we draw one more land, we need to draw a bunch of lands here. We keep. That's a rough keep, but I think we keep. Okay, not bad, not bad. Get that life gain that we need. Okay, so we'll play the Orzhov Enforcer. And then attack. Okay, our opponent is off to a slow start, which is expected when you're playing the gate deck. Man, I really hope Rebel Breeding wasn't the right answer here. Ooh, Quench from our opponent. Very nice. Thankfully we have another one of these that we can rack up. Or do we take the turn off to play Gateway Plaza? I think we are going to play the Viscopa Vampire here. Our opponent is playing pretty slow. We do have a Law Mage's Binding. If they don't commit a lot of creatures to the board, then we might be able to just run through them here. Okay, and read Share-Talk, not bad. I'm going to attack with the Orzhov Enforcer because our opponent's not going to block that. And pass turn. Silhana Wayfinder. Opponent looking for more lands. Maybe a creature. They might be looking to see if they can get one of their payoffs now, actually. They have plenty of gates on the board. Did they whiff? I think our opponent whiffed. No blocks here. Gate Colossus from our opponent. Okay, so now we have to Law Mage's Binding that Colossus because we don't want that. We don't want our opponent to be able to play their game. Do we attack here with everything? I think so. Opponent has a little bit of incentive to trade Wadefinder for Enforcer. But, yeah. That's fine. Four from our opponent. Gateway Plaza. Taking another turn off. Okay. Well, if they keep taking turns off like this, like, we stand a chance here. Syndicate Messenger. Let's see if our opponent has another Quench. They do not. Doesn't look like they have any instance. Quickly as that turn skipped through. So our opponent is definitely in a rough spot right now. No attack, no blocks from us. Windstorm Drake and Twilight Panther. Okay. So we are gonna final payment here. We're gonna choose to sacrifice a creature, and we're gonna actually sacrifice Orzhov Enforcer. We're gonna make sure we do this right though. Target Windstorm Drake, sacrifice Orzhov Enforcer. And then now we can attack all. Okay, so now our opponent needs a flyer. Needs 2 flyers, or needs to deal with our flyers. Gatebreaker Ram. All Mages Binding. Don't have any other flyers, right? That's it. Okay. Whew. Got that one. Man. It's weird, but it's really tempting to play this Rebel reading. What do we take out for it? Debtor's Transport, maybe? Maybe Concordia Pegasus? I don't know. I feel like we want to play the slightly more aggressive game here. Oh, actually the Pegasi aren't very great because of that Ceratok. The Ceratok keeps us from blocking with a lot of things. We took out Cry of the Carnarium, right? Yeah, we did. I think. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Sure. I know that Rebel reading might be bad, but it just opens up a good opportunity to cut our opponent off of some of the colors that they need. Yeah, we'll keep this. Happy to see Kaya's Wrath. Maybe it'll get to do something this game. We'll find out. I don't think this is a bad card. It just we haven't been in many situations where it was good in the moment. Do we want to play out all our gates? Yeah, we'll go ahead and play our Gateway, Plaza. We'll play our Passionate Orator. See if our opponent... Yeah, that's fine. They can quench that. I almost wonder if we want to play like really slow, let our opponent overcommit to the board here, and then we have our Kaya's Wrath. So plan is in our back pocket here. And play our Viscopa Vampire. Drill Bit from our opponent. Oh. Kaya's Wrath always getting hit with Drill Bit, huh? I know, they might get our Law Mage's Binding. That's a frustrating card for them. Because we can hit their Gate Colossus, and then that's a card they kind of rely on to recur. These Gates deck do anyway. What did our opponent take from us? They took our Gate Colossus? That is a very interesting choice from our opponent, knowing that we can just get more of them. They must be running really slow. I'm afraid because we're going to be able to get that out this turn. That is very shocking, actually. No, that bodes well for us, for sure. Gatebreaker Ram. So we're happy to Law Mage's Binding that. We are happy to Law Mage's Binding that. And then draw a card. Oh, perfect, perfect. Trollbred Guardian. What do you do? This time each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has trample, and they can adapt for 3. Okay. Well, I don't think we want to Kaya's Wrath yet. Yeah, we probably want to draw that right now. That's fine. Combat. Attack with the sneak. Draw our Gate Colossus, and then play our Gate Colossus. Yeah, really surprised our opponent went with the Gate Colossus there. Silhana Wayfinder. Revealing Rakdos Guildgate. Okay, so now we're going to save our Orzhov Guildgate to recur it. So attack with our Gate Colossus here. Ooh, get our opponent for 8, and then play out our Viscopa Vampire. Opponent choosing to adapt. No attacks from our opponent. So we have 4 creatures. Our opponent has 2. We can... Imagine if they have removal, they would have used it already. Do we just swing out here? I think we do. Ooh, nice play from our opponent. That's fine. If we get blown out here, we can just Kaya's Wrath. Yeah, opponent still takes. That's fine. So now we will Kaya's Wrath. Get rid of our opponent's threats. And then we can play the gate. Our Gate Colossus goes to the top of our deck again. Sphinx is the guild pack from our opponent, and they are all played out. So we're going to play out our Gate Colossus. So now we are in top deck battle. Looks like our opponent has a blocker. And we have removal. Good game to our opponent. And attack. Well, we never got to see if Rubble Belt readings or Rubble reading would have been good. But we did wind up picking up a win. So solid game there.